Now, we always get updates from Aesthetics. Aesthetics are the guys who have the website dedicated to jersey speculation. And what's more fun than jersey speculation? The answer is nothing. Nothing. So despite the fact there's some action going on right now, I figured I would take a few minutes to go through the changes they're reporting. Now remember, this can change. This is just Adidas letting them know, hey, these are coming, but they can change. For instance, last year Vancouver was going to have a third, and then at the last minute they went, forget it. So they didn't have a third. So that can happen. So not every change we see here is going to happen, and I'm not going to report on this every week. I just thought it would be fun. And I will include a link to the Aesthetics page that I got this information from in the description for said video, so you guys can go check it out yourselves, because they update it regularly. As soon as you see a leak on Instagram or Twitter, they have it posted on their channel as well, or on their page as well. So it's really handy for collecting everything. These are for next season. Rumor has it the Ducks are going to use those orange thirds again. So that's with the Mighty Ducks logo on the front, the orange, the Orange County throwback, of course. That could look fun in an Adidas. I got to throw out there. I think that could be enjoyable. Kind of surprised that they wouldn't use the black one anymore, the one they've been using this year, the really nice looking one, or use, I don't know, the eggplant and teal. But if they're going to go to the orange one, that's fine. Again, it would still have that Mighty Ducks logo on the front. Boston apparently has a new third coming. Now, of course, the question that becomes, do they have a whole new logo? Do they potentially go back to just a variant on what they've been using for thirds? Do they look at the Winter Classic they have with the fuzzy bear on it and say, you know what, that bear's kind of fun, we can do something different with that? That would be interesting on an Adidas. Buffalo is also apparently got a third coming out next year, so here come the Buffalo fans to say, let's do a throwback. That's usually the way Buffalo fans lean, is towards a throwback. Not the crossed swords, not the angry goat, not the Buffaslug. Usually to the original jersey is what people are looking. Carolina, new road jersey. So Tom Dundon comes out and says he doesn't like the white jerseys. So that's why they're wearing the red ones at home and on the road as much as possible. He does not like the white jerseys for Carolina. So rumor has it that there's going to be a redesign change. So is it just the road jersey? Is it going to be both? That's what we're wondering. And of course, whether or not they keep the Hartford ones for next year, or if it's just this year. Chicago is likely changing their collar. So I have both the home and away in the current Adidas. Here's how I see it. If they change the collar to a more acceptable color to everybody, cool. I've got the one that's limited edition, the one that they only made for 2 years. So I don't have a problem with that. I haven't been as bothered by the collar as many others. I kind of got used to it. It's not a big deal to me. But I understand why Hawks fans are excited at the idea of them fixing the collar. Detroit has never had a third jersey. Apparently they're taking their first dive this coming season. And I've always thought that a Detroit jersey with a little bit of black in it, a little bit of something different, just a touch, just something a little bit different, could look really, really sharp. I have a Black Ice Detroit jersey that looks fantastic. So Detroit definitely has a logo and a scheme that you could have some real fun with. So hopefully they do that. Odds are, though, they'll go with a throwback to Detroit Cougars, something like that. The Oilers apparently have a new third now. If their current third ends up being a huge hit, they may stick with that. But what if they did go with the colors they have now, the navy and the brighter orange, and they made a navy, a primarily navy jersey to go with their newly updated duds. So basically just use the same colors, just invert the parts that are orange, make them blue. The parts that are blue, make them orange. You got yourself a nice shirt. Maybe use that as a regular one. Florida is going to a new third. So they did a rebranding not that long ago. I'm guessing the third's going to be blue. Aesthetics is guessing they may go with just a blue third as well. That's been a Florida staple for ages. In fact, they had blue as their primary color for a short period of time there. And red was their third, which was awkward. But Florida may very well, I could see them doing a throwback to the old logo. They may look at the success Anaheim's had with throwbacks and say, you know what? It's been a few years now with the new logo. We can throw back to the old one. Minnesota, new third coming next year. Is it going to be the red one with the circle? Probably not. Are they going to do some fun update with that? Maybe. You might see something red from them. Nashville, I want the navy third. I want a navy third jersey. Please. I have a navy Nashville jersey. It's gorgeous. I understand there are people who like the gold one. fine, but I want to see this current logo on blue. I'd like to see something really sharp with that, please. The Rangers, it might be something new. It might be a throwback. It'll be a third. Cue the Rangers fans screaming for Lady Liberty back. And the disappointment when that doesn't happen. That's the problem. When you see all this, there's people who say, I really want to see this jersey back. And a bunch of people say, yes, that would be fantastic. And then in September when they reveal it, we go, that's the same jersey, just with one more stripe. Why did I get my hopes up? It happens to all of us. The Senators. It wouldn't be the Senators unless there was some tumultuous oddness to it. There's a new third coming next season, apparently. And they want to do a rebrand. So there's been questions asked of fans of what kind of brand would they like to see. What would the logo be they'd like to see come back, or a new logo. The O logo seems like the one that they'll go to. A lot of things, if you look on their official website, the O logo is what they use a lot. But because of having to go through licensing, going through Adidas and everything, it's either 2020 or 2021 will be the earliest that they can actually do a full-on rebrand. So that hint may come through that new third jersey and whatever it is and however it looks. Tampa, where's the third? Tampa Bay is supposed to have a third this year. Now, everything else is for next year. This is for this year because we haven't heard anything since the leak. There was a leak. It's on Icethetics. You can look at it. It looks like a Black Ice jersey. And I know I've got the San Jose one that people say looks like a Black Ice jersey. No, the Tampa one really looks like a Black Ice jersey. I haven't heard anything since the leak. They were expected to have it come out. Maybe public reaction to that leak, they decided to go back to the drawing board. Maybe it wasn't done yet when the image leaked out, and again, public reaction made them go, geez, maybe we need to reconsider this. Do it in black. Go back to your black jersey. Do that in a third. You can do that with the current logo, and it'll look just fine. Vancouver, here we go. So we've got the skate jersey for next year. There's a new third jersey that's been confirmed for next year, likely the one that they were going to do this year, but they either ran out of time or said, forget it, we're not going to do it. And now the confirmation that they will be changing their home and away jerseys next year, much like Chicago. Now, with Chicago, people look at that and go, we're probably just changing the collar. With Vancouver, I just have here we go, because this will cause all Canuck fans everywhere to scream for the stick, to scream for the skate. So the stick and rink, the skate, to scream for Johnny Canuck, to scream that we need to get the word mark off of there, leave everything else the same. There will be some that say we should go back to the original Orca colors. And those like myself that say, hey, there's nothing wrong with the Flying V. Although, in reality, on an Adidas, a Flying V, it wouldn't work. And it just in general, it doesn't work. I was fine with them wearing a Flying V this year because I figured they weren't going to be any good. So you might as well look like you're not very good. So here we go, is because this news coming out means that Canuck fans everywhere, we're going to see all the polls again. Oh, one of the things that drove me nuts with CDC was it seemed like every other week there was a poll on whether or not the Canucks should change their jerseys. Right after the Canucks said, we're not changing our colors, we are not changing our jerseys. Every week we saw polls on it, and every week it didn't matter. And then we would see the arguments. You had your stick and rink people, you had your Orca people, and you had your skate people, and all of them would argue with each other about who was stupider. Who's your opinion stupid? Because you like that one, and I like this one. Anyway, so that'll be back. Yay. And last but not least, Vegas is apparently getting a third. So if your team is not on the board, they're not rumored to be getting anything different next year. This does not mean that your team won't be wearing a third. As long as you pay the money for that third, you will likely see it. It means that there won't be any changes to the alternate jersey as of current reporting. It's early in the season for this to leak out. I'm excited that it's leaked out already, because maybe it means Adidas will get ahead of the game. Part of what drives me nuts is this. So you have the Hartford Whalers game last week, right? Great. Where are the Whalers jerseys? Not released yet. The Devils are wearing their throwbacks on Thursday. Great. Where's the Devils throwback jersey? Not released yet. I don't understand how the NHL markets this crap. Release these jerseys early. Make us want them, which as collectors we will, for the nice ones anyways. And release the jerseys, release them out to the public so people in the crowd can be wearing said jerseys. You make more money, and rather than releasing it after the games have already been played and the players have already worn the jerseys on the ice. I find that so weird the NHL does it. The most egregious example is Vegas. Vegas comes into the league in October, and at the point where Vegas starts playing games, I was having trouble finding Vegas jerseys. And finding a white Vegas jersey in Canada proved to be damn near impossible. So, really, Adidas and the NHL, and I guess Fanatics too as an extension, need to fix this. You need to release these designs as soon as they're done. Show us what's out there. We will buy more of said product. We want to see what's going on. And not only that, but maybe open it up a little bit. There's some concept jerseys you'll see on Aesthetics as well that are really nice. Some of them are just jarring and ugly, but sometimes fans come up with really nice designs. It might not be the end of the world to have like a season where some of those Aesthetics, not all of them, but some of those Aesthetics designs, maybe a fan somewhere designs a really, really nice Blackhawks third that has an actual hawk on it. And because there's a hawk logo out there with the bird head logo, just absolutely gorgeous. You could throw that out there. You could give money to the kid that created it, the guy who created it, the lady who created it, whoever. And it's great PR. It's a beautiful jersey. It'll sell. And then it gives fans the idea that maybe they're somehow involved in this process other than just you handing them your money to take whatever design they've settled upon. So there you go. I'd be interested to know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.